Hello, welcome to this lesson on race and RAD writing. Okay, these are two writing strategies that you can use, or that you should use, when you have to answer short answer questions, or long answer questions for that matter. Okay, so race writing. What is race writing, first of all? This is a strategy for answering open-ended questions. All right, what is an open-ended question? An open-ended question is one that has multiple possible answers. Okay, so an open-ended question is one with multiple possible answers. And the best way to answer these questions is with race writing. So what is race writing exactly? Well, it's an acronym, so each letter stands for something. First one, R, first letter, means you have to restate the question. Okay, so when you answer the question, you need to restate the question in your answer. The A means you have to answer the question, of course. But that's not all we have to do. We also have to cite evidence which shows that the answer is correct. Okay, we can't just answer the question. We need to back up our answer and show that it is correct by citing evidence. Okay, and finally, we need to explain our thinking, or explain how the evidence actually shows or proves that our answer is correct, because sometimes it's not obvious. And I will show you some examples of that in a moment. Okay, the second type of writing strategy is RAD writing. This is a strategy for answering closed-ended questions. That is, questions that only have one correct answer. Okay, so again, RAD is an acronym. The R stands for restate the question. Again, the A stands for answer the question, and D stands for details. You need to add details. Okay. All right. So let's try an example of this. Answer the following question. Using either race or RAD writing, you have to decide whether this is an open or closed-ended question and whether you're going to use race or RAD writing. Why are there so many rainforests at the equator? Okay, well, this is not a question where you're going to give your opinion, but it's a closed-ended question. There is one definitive answer to this question. Okay, so I'm going to use RAD writing. Now, if I only said this, my answer would be correct, all right, but it wouldn't be the best, or it wouldn't be as good as it could be. So I wouldn't get full marks for answering this question like this. Okay, there's so many rainforests at the equator because there is a low pressure belt there which causes a lot of rain. Okay, so my answer is correct. I've restated the question in my answer, and I've answered the question, but there are not enough details given in this answer. So if this was how you were to answer this question, you would not get full marks. Okay, you'd probably get a 3 out of 4 because you did restate the question, you did answer the question, but you did not add any details. All right, so let's try to answer this question again using RAD writing. Okay, so let's give a better answer this time. Why are there so many rainforests at the equator? There are so many rainforests at the equator because the sun's rays hit that area directly. All right, so as you can see here in blue, I've restated the question in my answer, and I've answered the question, but now I'm going to add some details in red. When the sun's rays hit the surface of the earth, the light energy changes to heat energy, causing high temperatures. The high temperature causes the air to heat up and rise into the atmosphere. When air rises, it causes clouds and rain. This hot, wet environment at the equator will result in rainforests. Okay, so now I have answered this question fully with a lot of details using RAD writing. Now, let's try another question here. Is Ajahn Mat awesome, and why? This is an open-ended question. there are multiple answers, multiple possible answers. Okay? So we do need to use race writing to answer this question. All right, so if I said this, yes, Ajahn Mat is awesome because he is smart. All right, I did restate the question in my answer, and I gave an answer, but that's only R and A. The CE, that is citing evidence and explaining my thinking, are not a part of this answer. So you would definitely not get full grades or a full score for this very short answer here. But let's try again using race writing. So is Ajahn Mat awesome and why? Yes, Ajahn Mat is awesome because he's smart, talented, and his beard is awesome. His IQ is through the roof. It's about 130. Furthermore, he's able to teach anything to any student, and his lessons are so interesting. That is real talent. Finally, in comparison to Ajahn Robin's beard, Ajahn Mat's is much more luscious and beautiful. All of these attributes, his intelligence, his endless talent, and his amazing beard, make his classes fun and engaging. That is why he is awesome. Okay, so with this answer, we did restate the question. Okay, we answered the question. We cited evidence here in purple, and we explained how that evidence actually proves or supports our answer here. Okay, so this would be a good answer to that question because we did use race writing strategy. All right, so we will practice using both race and RAD writing in class, and I do expect you to use these strategies when given questions on worksheets and on tests. Okay, so thank you for listening.